Students who are wanting to give the NLSAT examination for 2022 have been worried that whether it is possible to prepare for this examination since it is scheduled for April 24th. So whether do we have enough time to prepare for this examination? Yes, it is very much possible, and how I'm going to discuss that in this video. Hi guys, I'm Ayushi, your mentor for law entrance exams, and welcome to Law Digest. So when I say that it is possible, firstly, let us look at the timeline. We have about 40 days. I'm taking the figure in wholesome, although there are more than 40 days, but then let's keep a few days for revision as well. So keeping these 40 days in mind, now, is it possible to prepare for this examination in 40 days? If you will check the guidelines for this examination, they clearly mention that no prior knowledge is expected from the students. Now, what does that mean? When we are looking at the legal section, as compared to other 3-year law examinations, you do not need to cram the legal section, you do not need to learn the laws, constitution, all these things are not required to be learned at your end. What is required is that you have the basic awareness of your surroundings, what is happening, and also your ability to reason things out, and somewhat English will also be checked. So that is essentially what this examination is judging you on. So in the next 40 days, the only things that you need to focus are these few things that I've told. If you are clear with the pattern, then assume that 50% of your preparation is done. If you have understood what kind of questions will be asked, what is the pattern of this examination. For example, I hope I have created very many videos on the pattern, clarifying the pattern for you. Again, in brief, I will just mention that there will be two parts in the paper, part A, part B. Part A will have passage based questions. There will be passages followed by 8 to 10 questions. In total, 75 questions are going to be there. So every passage will have questions on English, current affairs, critical reasoning, logical reasoning, and legal reasoning. These are the areas that will be covered. So you need to be prepared with these. For part B, there will be problem solving legal questions and essays. Now, essays is coinciding with your current affairs that you will be doing for part A. Just that for current affairs, you will require to remember a lot of facts. For essays, you need to develop that writing skill. Then again for legal, if you're studying legal reasoning there, that will help you here as well, because you need to write detailed answers for legal here. If we speak of the next 40 days, I would really advise that you start with part B. Why? Because part B is going to be considered for merit. Part A is going to be used for shortlisting the candidates who are going to move to part B and further to the interview. So part B matters more. However, the importance of part A does not get reduced. Part A की कोई importance कम नहीं हो जाती, because part A will be assessed on the basis of part A. You will be moving to part B. So top, I think around 300 students will be going forward. That's the ratio that they have set. So you have to be in that top 300 as well. But at the same time, the merit will not be considered. I mean to say, when your total marks are being calculated for part B and interview, your part A marks will not be counted. So you just need to meet that cutoff criteria. Now, part B, further, I say that you do first because it is more lengthy. Once you will have the understanding of how to write answers, all the things will fall into place, because there are coinciding areas. As I said, legal, you have to give explanations, and the other part is essay, which is based on current affairs. So both these aspects are colliding. Now, if you will see part B, how are you going to answer? I've already made a video on part B, that how are you supposed to answer part B questions. And further, we've also uploaded our mock test series, wherein we've provided you with the solutions. And therein you will have the guidance on how to write answers. And obviously the module is there, wherein everything is covered for your preparation. Speaking of the essays, current affairs is something that you need to do daily. So keep your starting, you can allot 15 days to part B, wherein you will be practicing legal questions, how to write answers for these legal questions. And believe me, legal answer writing will not take more than 3-4 days. You just need to understand, you just need to pick the thing that you are not supposed to write any law. Even if you're aware of any law, you're not supposed to write it down there, because they don't expect you to know the law. You have to answer only on the basis of the law given in the question and the facts given in the question. That is all that is required. Then current affairs, if you will do daily, that will help you with your part A as well as part B, because essays you will be writing. Now for essays, I've already given you a list of important topics. You can go through those. Otherwise, also what you can do is, when you will check the module, even if you're not enrolled, just check the contents of the module. Therein you will find the essay topics that we've provided to our enrolled students, and you can also prepare on those lines. Those who are already enrolled, we've provided you with the essays. I have time and again said that don't just focus on currently topics for essays, because if you'll see the sample paper, they've tried to cover static topics as well. Some topics become important irrespective of current affairs, because उसी के बारे में काफी time news चलती ही है. Like inflation abhi bhi, presently inflation is present in the country, so that will be your constant topic. So those constant topics we have provided to you, they're very important. Globalization, privatization, poverty, education, topics like these become very important, and I have already given you information on that. Now coming on to part A. Part A में passages आपको solve करने हैं. English vocabulary अच्छी होनी चाहिए. Do not go beyond your scope to just do vocabulary only, because there are many things that are going to be checked. So for vocabulary, you can read through this book of Norman Lewis. People who are enrolled, we've already given you an analysis of Norman Lewis in the video lectures that are there. You can go through that. Then coming on to critical reasoning pe you will find a lot of guidance material online as well. You can check GMAT material for that, and logical reasoning also you can check there only. You will find a lot of GMAT material online. You can use YouTube videos to understand how to solve critical reasoning questions. In the module, we've provided you with detailed videos. Then coming on to legal reasoning, fact principle based questions, internet is full of them. You have self-guide also. वहाँ पर भी you have these legal reasoning questions where principle is given, fact is given, you need to come to a conclusion. I have made specific videos on how to solve legal reasoning questions. Watch that, because I've clearly explained how to go about it. These questions are not meant to, take a lot of time of yours, because they're all reasoning based. You just need to understand the approach. Once you get that approach, you can solve as many questions as possible. It is just about practice. Now, from these legal reasoning questions only, you can create your part B questions. How? Normally in part A, you will get the options. In part B, you won't get the options. You need to apply the principle to the facts. Further, there will be both sides. Both sides are correct. There is no one definite answer. That makes your job even easier, because you can answer from both the ends. So for against दोनों साइड आप चूज करके आंसर कर सकते हो. I've already explained in my video part B. I've taken an example to explain you how to go about these questions. So do these things. I hope now, if you'll see, 40 days is a lot of time for all these things, because when you will see, the main focus, the main effort that needs to be put in is in current affairs, because you will have to remember the facts. Rest everything is practice. And practice we come when you are clear with the approach, then you can practice. You can practice as much as you want. You can even practice only 50 questions. It's the same thing. As long as you're clear with the approach, it doesn't matter. How will you practice? You can pick up CLAT question papers, see passage based question papers, practice from self-guide, practice legal reasoning questions. We have uploaded mocks. Mock test series is consisting of 5 tests. So there you will get a lot of questions, because every mock test series will have 75 questions in part A, and there are 5 of them. So you can calculate that there are a lot of questions, and by the end you'll have a lot of questions to practice. So if you want to practice, you can enroll for the mock test. The link of the same is given in the description of this video. So that is all I had to share with you. Follow this strategy for the next 40 days, and I don't think it will be a big deal. It's a very good opportunity. I Time and again I keep telling you that it's a very good opportunity. Do not miss out on this one. And definitely, if you get the approach of things and you are a bit aware of current affairs, you can write things down well. Keep practicing writing. Try to write long answers, try to write essays, and I'm sure you'll be through by the end of it. Good luck to all of you. In case you have any doubts or queries, drop down the same in the comment box below. For more such videos for guidance on NLSAT, or if you're wanting to make a career in law, then do subscribe to this channel, follow the channel. We'll keep coming out with videos. Press the bell icon for immediate notifications, and follow us on Instagram for regular legal updates.